Alrighty. Welcome everybody. If you're hopping on, make sure to say hello. Welcome back. And let's get into it. So if you don't know what this is, go watch my other 3 YouTube videos. Or my other 2 YouTube videos. And you get to learn a lot about me. And maybe a little too much about me. But I'm not going to drop this on every single thing. So if you're watching, make sure to say hi. And we're just going to get into it. Is there something, though, I can put... Oh, wait, I'll just do this. Ooh, okay. Let's see... Y'all can still see me. Awesome. There we go. Have a little bit of illumination. Oh, I like that. Little mood lighting. And let's just get into it. Y'all are going to find out a lot about me tonight. These tests... Okay, so wait, our other games... Yeah, what's in the trilogy first? Sorry, I have to look this up every time. Final Revelation, then Testing Chamber. Okay. Oh, God. Then I have to go into here again. Do that. There we go. Okay. So, new game. You're going to learn a lot. Before experiencing the test's final revelation, it's highly recommended that you've played its prequels. This is like a personality quiz that is super invasive. And I love it. It is amazing. It's $2 a game. Get the bundle. It's 10. Highly recommend. No, Jay. Actually, you should stay. But Asarakai, thanks for hopping on. Yeah, you're all are gonna learn a lot. So, and this is a social experiment game, so I don't know what this one's gonna be. Each one has been so different. And it's read me like a book, so I wonder whoever wrote this has a psychology degree. I need to look into them, send them an email, send them a message on Instagram, whatever I need to do to send them kudos. Okay. I'd like to urge you to go play the test. Okay. I forgot this is a lot of reading. You'll not get a chance to exit the game until the experience is over if you choose to continue. I've already played the test and the test 2. I'll get it in person. I'll head out. Sounds good then, Jay. Have fun playing League. Well then, let us continue. Please make sure that you answer each question with the utmost honesty. This is interesting because normally this is all said by a character. Even answering one question improperly may drastically change your outcome. You cannot change your answers, and I will explain every single answer. So, you misanswered, so be sure to take your time. This is of the utmost importance. I might have to shift where my head is. When the sun comes crashing down and the heroes fade away, when darkness is all around and there is no light of day, I will come back for you so that you never feel alone. My spirit will push through. Your heart will forever be my home. And when the world spirals into the abyss, I will be standing there, your embrace so long I've missed. My soul, my love, I bear. And when every nerve has been left deadened, and every ghost has left its shell, I will bring you back to your heaven as you rescued me from my hell. This is gorgeous. This is very different tone than the other ones. The other ones, it was spooky right off the bat. Not like scary, but it was like, there was like blood and like stuff. It's fate! No matter what happens, I will always love you. What? Choice? Do you promise? With every ounce of my heart and each droplet of my soul, I swear to you. We are going to find a way out of here. Huh. The testing room. Yeah. I wasn't expecting you so soon. Though I knew that one day we would meet in this room. You see, closely, I've been watching you. Studying every breath, every move. A few of my former colleagues you have met. And a slew of questions you've answered without regret. I may be similar, but unlike them still. I'll make you swallow the truth like a bitter pill. I will peel the emotion from your soul and make you eat your feelings whole. The questions I ask may be hard to answer, but I will cut the truth from you like a cancer. Both of us know why you're here. To open up and cast out fear. To be as honest as you can. To take angel's wings or devil's hand. And in the end, we both will know how to escape your undertow. Time is on your side, but mistakes are not. Misanswered questions lead to misery wrought. Take time to think before you decide. Dig deep for the answers that live inside. You may not go back. You may not return. Once a decision is made, into your soul 'tis burned. But before we continue, just know this. Your dishonesty would be very remiss. If your answers lack the guidance of truth, then your final destination will be rather uncouth. So with that being said, I need your heart's honesty. You can run from yourself, but you can't run from me. Now, let the examination begin. Do not pass go. Do not collect $100. Do you ever feel like you aren't good enough? Here we go! Drop in the comments below your answers whenever I answer these, but I was just as soul bare when I was playing this the first 2 episodes. And yes, the answer is yes. And it's usually when I'm in a vulnerable situation. I just talked to my therapist today about this. We're going to be doing a type of therapy to help me because it's related to my PTSD. But yes, there are specific instances in which I don't feel like I am good enough or worthy enough. So I have to say yes. And it's something that I'm actively working on. It's something you can work through. Actually, no. So it's called RTM, Reconciliation of Traumatic Memories. And it's a non-invasive, it's like not, you don't walk through the trauma like EMDR. And it has a 98% like success rate or something. It's ludicrously high. My therapist had to receive it and do it. And she's like, well, like she goes, I have severe PTSD and this has helped me so dramatically. And so I'm going to be doing it with her. I'm her little guinea pig. And I'm so excited. It's going to be really cool. And I'm going to share my experience. I think I might make a long form YouTube video and do it over the course of a couple weeks and see, because the effects aren't immediate. You do it over a couple of sessions back to back, and then the actual effects aren't felt fully until after, because it's rewiring the neural pathways. So, but yeah, it's super cool. Do you ever feel like you put more effort into friends or relationships than others put back into you? I'm gonna say no. I put in what people give out. I may sometimes put in more effort, but I don't. This kind of, how I read it kind of puts a negative connotation, like I'm putting in more. But like sometimes you do have to put in more. Not everyone's gonna be at 100%. I see it as the Brene Brown of like, what are you at? You're at a 20. I'm at a 20. Okay, what do we need to do together or separately to get us to a point where we're not just in survival mode. Or, okay, I'm at an 80, you're at a 20, we make 100. Sweet. And so I would say no. Well, I guess by that logic, I would say yes, but this isn't that others put back into you. No, I'm going to say no in this connotation, but yes in how I said it. Do you ever feel like life is going nowhere? No, it's because it's always going somewhere. It's just where that is. So I'm going to say no. But I've heard my sister went and did it at EMDR. EMDR is amazing. I highly recommend anyone. But this is just like, it's like new. And so she was like, I need someone to try it on. Will you do it? And I was like, I'll be a test. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But 90% success rate, can't say that. Have you ever felt like you're trapped in limbo? Yes. Do you ever feel overwhelmed by seemingly trivial tasks? Absolutely. Yeah. Evan, that's valid. That's really hard. I've been there. Are you sometimes afraid of what your future may hold? Yes, because this could sound awful. I'm more scared of if my life is positive. We'll unpack that probably in another question, so I'll leave it like that. But I do sometimes like, oh my God, what if all my dreams come true? And that like freaks me out because of past stuff. But anyways, so yes. Do you believe that your friends always treat you the way? Yes. Are you afraid of being the last person alive in your social circle? No. Sorry. Okay. Are you afraid of the existence of an afterlife and what that might mean for you? So I like to research religions, and I read an awesome book that the hell that we all have been kind of tricked into believing is not the hell that actually was described. It was all more of a metaphorical place rather than an actual, like the Catholicism view of like devils and hierarchy and Dante's Inferno, even though I love Dante's Inferno. So I'm going to say I'm not afraid of the existence of an afterlife, because in my brain, it's kind of like being like energy sent back into the universe. So no. Do you feel as though you're wanted in life? Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you ever feel like you just don't belong? I love Dante's Inferno. Oh, Unreal Unearthed by Hoser is based off that. Eat Your Young. Oh, so good. Do you ever feel like you just don't belong? Do I ever? Yes. But it's like in weird scenarios where it's like when I go back to my hometown and I go to the grocery store, I don't belong there. I don't belong there. Too many people I know. But oh my God, rebrosive. Whoa. Hello. Do you ever feel like you just don't belong? I'm gonna say yes. Do you ever feel like a burden? This is something I've been working on, but occasionally I do sometimes feel like a burden. It's usually only though when I am triggered by something and my brain goes into, what does Mark Ranson call it? But it's like the anxiety shitstorm or whatever. That's why. See, Evan, do you ever feel like a burden? Yes. Have you ever felt left out? Ever? Yes. Have you ever felt like a failure? Also, yes. Have you ever felt like you weren't attractive enough? Merbrosif. I'm a good Christian woman. Have you ever felt like you weren't attractive enough? Have I ever once? Because this guy, slept with someone else and I had been talking to him for like months. Like this was months and months and months and months. And at like 15, I was like, oh my God, he just doesn't think I'm pretty enough. And then I got older and realized that was bullshit. But yes, I have felt like that in the past. Not recently though. Have you ever worked yourself sick? Yes. I worked at a horrific job for 8 months and ran my body into the ground because of it, while I was also caretaking for my sister. And I got sick so many times. I had horrific IBS, everything, like at least once a week. And kind of funny, but I did shit myself at work once. Did not know what to do with myself. So yes. Do you ever have racing thoughts at night that make it difficult to go to sleep? No. Because I have a medication that knocks me out. Are you afraid to ask for help? No. I'm not. I have anxiety asking for help, but afraid, like, oh, I don't want to. No. I'll just like, hey. So, are you afraid to ask help? No. Do you feel like people often criticize you? Not really. No. Do you ever feel judged by your friends or family? Do I ever feel judged? If it was have I ever, I would have to say yes. I mean, that's just friends and family. But do I ever? I don't know. I would say no. Not really. I don't do anything though that's like them like looking down and like, you know. Do you ever wonder what your purpose in life is? Always. If you could turn back time for any reason, would you? If I could turn back time. No. I'm very Evelyn Hugo with this. I've made all the decisions I made, and I would make them all over again. And that doesn't mean I'm proud of some of my decisions, but everything has culminated into who I am now. And I wouldn't want to take that away from myself. So, no. Would you say that you have many regrets in life? Not really. Does meeting new people for the first time make you uncomfortable? Not really, no. Because it's not meeting them that makes me uncomfortable. It's just like, I'm like, oh, okay, like, you know, just, it's like normal anxiety, but it's not uncomfortable. Does looking out your window at night make you feel uneasy? Not really. No. Do you sometimes double check your doors are locked even though you're certain that you've already locked them? Yep. Do you ever feel like life is moving too slow? Yeah, there's been times where I felt like life is like trudging along and I'm tired. So, yes. Do you ever feel like life is moving too fast? Absolutely. Last night went way too quickly for my taste. I wanted it to go extremely slow. I wanted to slow it down and just be in the moment. Do you feel uncomfortable when you're home alone? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be a thoughtful person? I would hope so. I think so. I try to be. Would you consider yourself to be superficial? No. I trauma dump on the first date. Do you ever judge others by the way they look or dress? Yes, there are some times where I do, and I am unashamed. I'm sorry. Don't wear see-through leggings. Would you consider yourself to be high maintenance? No. Have you ever been bullied by someone you cared about? I will not say who, and I will not say the situation. I will say it was back home, and I'm going to have to say yes because I cared about them, and then later on they bullied me. Okay. No. I can say that with my whole chest. Do you try to keep a low profile to avoid tensions from others while in a crowded area? No, because that try gives the connotation that I'm trying to be hidden. But why would I need to keep a low profile in the middle of a Walmart, you know? So I'd say no. Do you actively try to avoid busy places? Yes. Would you sometimes rather be alone than surrounded by people you care about? Yeah, there are some times where I'd rather be alone. Absolutely. I think alone time is very necessary that we don't get. Because it can remind us of why being around other people is so nice. But too much isolation, and you get the adverse effect of you then like go so inward. So there's a nice balance. So I'd say yes. There are sometimes. Does making phone calls make you feel uncomfortable? Not really. I'm tired. I'm jaded with phone calls. I think they're annoying, so I just don't like them. Are you sometimes afraid to confront people even when they did something that bothers you? Yeah. Yeah. There's been some situations recently that I've been bothered by something and I haven't addressed it. You know. Do you feel uncomfortable when committing to definitive plans for the future? No. I don't. I could be anxious maybe if it's about a certain part of it, but about the making the plan, like committing to it, I'm like, no, like that's happening like this weekend. Like Friday I'm going to go see a movie. Saturday, Nan's coming over. And I'm really excited, but then my brain starts going about like logistics and everything, and that's where my brain can get a little caught up, but it's not about the committing, so no. Do you ever feel like no matter how hard you try, you can't seem to stay motivated? No. Do you ever fear that you're failing those who care about you most? Not really. I have a good life. And I love the people in it, so no. Does driving a vehicle get... No. I love driving. Are you afraid of exploring new places by yourself? No, because I walked around at 18 a good chunk of New York by myself. So, no. Have you ever carried an object with you that made you feel more comfortable? I'm wearing it right now. If I told you that I could guess your name correctly right now, would you believe me? Nope. Well, based on your answers you've provided me so far, if I were to take a guess... It doesn't! It's an M upside down. For Wumbo. That makes sense. Let's be real here. There's literally no way I'd be able to guess your name just by your answers. That would be ridiculous. Besides, all of you humans look alike to me anyhow. Does being around animals bring you a sense of peace? Yep, I work at a pet store. Do you sometimes believe your loved ones are lying to you when they say they care? Loved ones. My brain immediately thinks family. I think it's this is not awful. I think it's anxiety of like, and I'm thinking of like moments where I may be talking about something I'm passionate about and they're like, yeah, cool. And I maybe think that they don't. So I'm going to say yes, but it's on me. It's on me. And it kind of ties in with what I talked about of what I'm doing in therapy and what we're starting to work on. And because we started to really crunch down on what are the main issues within my life. And that makes me really happy because I'm like, cool, let's work on this. I don't want, don't want to feel this way. Do you ever feel like you push your loved ones away? No. That's one thing. I used to, because I just needed space to think, but it wasn't like pushing them away. It was just like bouncing them back a little bit and being like, I need to breathe. I need to think. I can't think like this. I'm going to do this instead. Cool. So no. Oh. I'm going to have to stop you here. The truth that pours forth is incredibly clear. I hope that you're being honest for your own health. You can try to lie, but you'll be cheating yourself. I'd like to move on to the next phase of the test. A series of pictures to give your brain a rest. You're going to tell me what emotional response they bring out, which will show me what your mind is pondering about. Absolutely, Sir Kai. I think that's something is over the past 9 months or 8 months. 8 months. My life is so much better, so much more filled with love and abundance than ever before. And I am grateful every single day. And as someone who, I'm going to get a little deep, someone who didn't think that they'd make it past 18, let alone make it to 21, like, it's hard. Like, I'm like, every day I get a little bit better. And I'm just so grateful to the universe, God, whoever, because I'm just like, yes, like I'm doing the work. I'm doing all this, but I'm just so grateful that I've always had this kind of universal energy that I felt like a tie to. But hilariously, I'm not a huge fan of destiny. I don't like how concrete it is. I think it's flexible and moldable and variables, and yeah. So feast your eyes upon the art and let me into that precious heart. This is the game, music from the first or second game. For starters, what emotion do you feel most present in this photo? Chaos, because it kind of looks like a symbol for chaos that I know from like a game. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Trapped, manic, broken, soulful, chaotic, beautiful. I say I kind of get trapped vibes. What do you think this picture is called? The portal. That sounds cool. Very interesting. Moving on. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? The more I look at it, I got fire, and then the more I look at it, it looks like webs. Numbness or depression? I'm gonna say numbness, because I get spiders. What word do you feel describes this best? Stuck? Webs. Stuck. Yeah. What do you think this picture is called? The birthing, blazing soul, destroyer of sense, darkness within. I'm gonna say destroyer of sense. That's like the most that I can, you know? I see. Next, we have this one. Ooh. I say, like, relaxation. Glorious. Yeah, this is like very like ascended, like very like ascension looking. What do you think this picture is called? The vault, reflection of that one. Noted. Take a look at this one. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? I'm getting depression. Because of like the black all around, and then there's light. Like it's like very much like walls are closing in. Or do you yeah, it's a heavenly. That's a very heavenly looking light. Light at the end of the tunnel. That's literally what I was thinking. Dimension door. I cast Dimension Door. That's peculiar. How about this one? What emotion do you feel is most present? This is anger. That's anger. A roiling mass of energy. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Abyssal. But it gives lightning too. I'm gonna say abyssal because it's giving like swirling into darkness, like D&D abyssal. Like, you know. What do you think this picture is called? The abyssal gaze. I'll make a note of that. And this here. How much do you feel is most present in this picture? Joy. The light colors. It looks like creation. Mask, veiled, cyclops, jungle, prismatic, shrouded. I say jungle because I see all these like kind of like leaf looking things. What do you think this picture is called? A shining light. I see. Now, this one. Chaos. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Bosoms. I saw them. They look like boobs. Boobs in chat, folks. Boo. I'm a child. What do you think this picture is called? Mother Nature's gift, I guess. How about this? Anger. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Fury. What do you think this picture is called? Rage incarnate. It's interesting that you say that. How about this one here? It's sterile. So I'd say numbness. Yeah, monitoring. I feel like something's watching me. Matrix watcher. I'll make note of that. Now this one. Wow, there's a lot of these. Not really any of these. Yeah, it looks like a warp pad. Like something's about to warp in. None of these. I'll do going down though, because it does. I don't know. Looks like something's. You know? Take a look at this. What emotion do you feel most? Relaxation. Just looks pretty. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Data? What do you think this picture is called? Deciphering. We're almost done. What emotion do you feel present in this picture? I'm gonna say joy. I like the colors. What word do you feel like describes this picture best? Melting. What do you think this picture is called? The sludge. Right? Like it's like it's a choice, you know? Like it's a choice. Interesting choice. Let's see here. What emotion do you feel present in this picture? Joy. Looks like creation. Where do you feel like describes this picture best? Yeah, I can kind of get sword. What do you think the picture is called? Red angel. Because I see a face. Alright then. Just a few more. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Relaxation. Beauty. What do you think the picture is called? Marble of Time. That is perfect. Right? That's surprising. He's so... Destiny is a shady bitch. Almost finished. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Relaxation. We feel like... Yeah, it looks like kind of like waves. Vaporous forms. Very good. Last one. I know I keep hitting it, but it's just, I love this stuff. I love weird, dilated, time-looking stuff. It looks like, yeah, music. Notes of harmony. Looks like something you'd find in like a Final Fantasy game. I think that about wraps it up. Here's how I've been documented well. Deep in your subconscious they dwell. But I am not finished with you just yet. There are still some truths that have yet to be met. As a matter of fact, this is only the start. We will have a great deal of fun before we part. So let me challenge you on another level still. I will pick your brain until I get my fill. This next set of questions will test your conscience more. And again, your honesty I do implore. Let us begin. 1 year, you're running a little low on funds to purchase presents around the holidays, so you decide to spend $1 and get everyone in your family a lottery ticket. You give each of them their own lottery ticket and wish them the best of luck. The drawing is held and one of your family members hits the jackpot, but it's someone who you don't really get along with and just bought a present for out of moral obligation. They plan to keep the money all for themselves as they feel like it was their ticket. How does it make you feel? I'd be happy for them. If I didn't know them, like, I see this as maybe someone who's like extra, not extra in that way, but like it wouldn't be a very close relative. It's not someone in my immediate family. It'd probably be someone who's like, I have a lot of step siblings, things like that. And if I was running low and that's all I did and I sent them and they won, like, I'd be so happy for them. Like, there would be a moment where I was a little jealous, but I would be overall happy for them because they won and they deserve it. I'm hoping that it's still streaming. We will see. But happy, good for them. I'm glad they won. Very well. And what would you wish to do in this situation? Let them be happy with their winnings. I don't want to get them killed. That's stupid. Because I wouldn't inherit their money. I'm not close to them. Destroy their ticket so no one gets it. That's just mean. And it would obviously come back to me. And try to steal their ticket for myself? No, that's petty. If the roles were reversed and you were given a winning lottery ticket, would you share the money with your least favorite family member who bought you the ticket in the first place? No. They're my least favorite. That means I probably don't talk to them a lot. I'm not going to be like, all right, basically a stranger. Here you go. Oh, shit. I guess my subconscious was actually saying I'm a liar, so I guess I would have. Oh, yeah, I guess I would give them like a small token. Like, thank you. Okay. I walk back on it. Hey, Freudian slip, I guess. I did have the first thought of I would give them something, but then I banished that thought to try to be altruistic. So, you know, destiny knows what's up. Now, you're walking through a forest and you come across a black suitcase. Inside the case, there rests $1 million. Alongside the money... Right. Alongside the money, there lies a bloodstained note with only one word written on it. The note simply says, don't. How does this make you feel? I'd be anxious. And what would you wish to do in this situation? I would call the police. I would call the police. That's weird. I'm walking through the forest. I grew up in the forest. You find something in the forest, it's someone's. It's someone's. And if it says don't and there's blood, active crime scene. So call the police. If it wasn't covered in blood, would it change your decision at all? Yes, it would. Because if it just said don't, or what? Interesting. The devil appears in your room at night while you're alone and just about to fall asleep and tells you that he has a special one-time offer for you. Oh, thank you, Jay. Thanks, babe. Thank you. In exchange for your soul and eternal damnation, he will let you choose from one of 3 glorious bargains. He has not told you what those bargains are yet. How does this make you feel? I'd be suspicious. Never trust the devil. The devil then goes on to assure you that whether or not you believe him to be truly the devil, he surely is, and to prove his point, he demonstrates magnificent magical prowess and drags you to hell for a split second before transporting you back to your bedroom. That second, you can feel a lifetime of pain and suffering in the most unimaginable ways possible. He then goes on to tell you of his offers in exchange for your soul to see if you can strike a bargain. Which of these would you choose in exchange for your soul, if any? All the wealth and power in the world, you'll never age but can still die from physical injury. So very like a vampiric. You can bring one person back from the dead. I wouldn't sell my soul to a motherfucking devil. I killed Raphael in Baldur's Gate 3 for a reason. If the devil offered you a deal of some other kind, would you accept it in exchange for eternal damnation? No. I see. Civilization is about to come to an end as a plague sweeps the globe, turning everyone who perishes into mindless zombies who hunger for living flesh. You watch as everyone you know becomes gravely ill in turns, except for your 5 closest friends and family. How does this make you feel? I would be sad. I'd be really sad. That would be really upsetting to me. I think The Walking Dead is... The reason why people liked it so much was it was... Even though it's not real, they were real people. They weren't like, ooh, I'm some badass who knows how to shoot a gun and I got a whipped out car. That's not realistic. Like, unless they were preppers. But it's like, you know, like... It's average everyday people. Same with Zombieland. That's why Zombieland is so big. Was so big. Like, it was these normal people stuck in this awful situation. And they didn't want the world to end, but they just had to go with it. So I'd be incredibly sad. Then I'd probably be indifferent. If you knew that a zombie apocalypse was coming 10 years from now, you could prevent it from happening, would you? Absolutely. Interesting. You've been working at a company for 10 years and you've been promised a very important, incredibly lucrative position. However, someone hired only a number of weeks ago has just been promoted to the position that you were promised. Your boss essentially tells you tough luck and that maybe one day you'll get the position that he had to promote the other employee as a favor for a friend. How does this make you feel? I'd feel betrayed. That is an utter betrayal. You've also learned a few secrets about the company that could be disastrous if they were to escape, such as the fact that they haven't been properly reporting their income for the last decade. What would you wish to do in this situation? Threaten to report my boss for fraud. Fair is fair. You obviously you don't value me as an employee. I'm not going to value you as a boss. And I will report your ass for fraud. Or at least threaten it so then I get my promotion. No. No. Because I've seen that happen too many times. And it's awful. The other person is just resentful. I know someone who had to train the person who got the job instead of them. Train them. I gagged. I see. Very interesting. You're home alone at night, cooking food in your kitchen. You turn around to realize that someone is watching you through your window in the darkness. This is I watched the movie Hush, and also this is just a deep fear of mine. So, like, absolutely not. They have their face and hands pressed up against the window, and they make direct eye contact with you before turning and running out of sight around the other side of your house. How does it make you feel? I'd be scared. I would be scared shitless. What do you think you'd do in this situation? What would I do in this situation? I think the first thing I'd do was grab a weapon. So, kitchen knife. If I can get to one, a gun, things like that. And then I would go make sure everyone's safe, because because I'm assuming it's a he. Because 9 times out of 10, I would then go around the house, lock all the windows, lock all the doors, make sure everyone's safe, and then, so I'd basically do this one, this one, this one, and then I would probably have if I was home with anyone else, because they didn't say I was home alone, I would then have my sister call my neighbors. I would call the cops, and we would all hunker down in one room together. So then if someone does come in, we're a unified front and not easily picked off. I don't have anxiety or CPTSD at all. Not at all. So yeah, grab the nearest weapon. If the face you saw in the window was the face of a supernatural entity, not a human being, would your answers change at all? Yes. I'm going to present you with more potential scenarios, but I'm going to ask for more simplistic answers as a result. Here we go. You're not feeling all too well, so you decide, all too well. So you go to the doctor. The doctor runs a series of tests and gets back to you shortly to announce that some grave news. Turns out that you've contracted an incredibly rare illness that there is currently no cure for. The illness causes complete body paralysis within 6 months of contraction, meaning that in less than half a year from now, you'll be rendered unable to move, blink, talk, or any form of expression whatsoever. You'll need to be kept alive on a feeding tube, and you'll never be able to communicate with anyone else ever again, just being kept alive on machines in a vegetative state. Would you want to be kept alive in that state, or would you rather have the plug pulled when that happens? Pull the plug and let me die. And I say that with my whole chest. I wouldn't be living at that point. And I'm assuming, especially if the body is tense, the muscles would ache. They would atrophy. I would be experiencing, like, they would probably just put me on morphine and palliative care anyways. Yeah, this game is deep. Go watch, if you want to, after this, go to my YouTube, watch the 2 that I did. I did them off stream. Hard-hitting questions. How'd you like to spend the last 6 rounds while so mobile? I know people want to do this. You can do this and do this. This, okay. This, I would spend it with my friends and family. I would travel with them. I would do everything I could to it's like that Mitski song of My All Mine, where she's like, nothing in the world is mine, but my love is mine all mine. And I take that to heart. I would want to make sure everyone I know knows that they're loved, knows how much I love them, knows how much they meant to me. We have fun experience. We do crazy things. We do amazing things. And when that time comes, that slips as a DNR. And I think I'm able to say that because I come from a weird place of like I said earlier, not thinking I was going to make it past a certain age, where my life is so abundantly more that I'm like, in that 6 months, I would do such amazing things, and it would be awful, it would be horrible, but I know that I would leave with no regrets and would be super happy with the decisions I made. Kind of reminds me of the ending. Oh my god, 7.5 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Shit. There are diseases out there that can put you in that sort of unfortunate situation. Does knowing this motivate you to do things you've never done before and pursue more life? Do you feel relatively unaffected by the knowledge that this could potentially happen to you at any point? It doesn't change anything for me. It really doesn't. Thank you, Jay. It doesn't really change anything for me. Noted. You have a pet dog whom you've raised since its birth. 3 years have passed, and it's the best dog you've ever had. You love it like it's your own child, and one day he runs away in the middle of the night, chasing after a wild animal in the darkness. You search everywhere for your dog, but no matter what you do, you can't seem to make any progress. About a month passes, you still haven't any trace of your four-legged friend, until one morning you wake to the sound of familiar barking. I'll get flustered if I want to, Jay. Oh, my God. You rush outside to find that your elderly neighbor in his late 80s is out on his front lawn, joyously playing with your dog. Oh. He has named the beast Johnny, and him and your dog seem to be having the time of their lives. You rush over there and hug your dog, and he excitedly licks your face. Your neighbor says, Johnny's a good boy, isn't he? I lost him. I was just a boy about your age, but he's come back. Johnny has come back, and we're together again. Come to find out, your elderly neighbor is suffering from dementia, recently brought on by the stress and heartache of losing his wife just a couple of months prior to finding your dog. This dementia has caused him to believe that your dog is Johnny, his old dog from his childhood, coming back into his life to make him happy and keep him company. The dog seems to be in great shape, very happy and well looked after. And you know that telling the old man that it really isn't his dog and that it's your dog would break his heart and crush him. Would you break the news to him that it isn't his dog and take Johnny home with you? How are these simplistic answers? Or would you let him keep the dog and choose to visit him daily and go for walks? He can keep the dog. He needs it more. He needs him more than I do. I think when dogs run away and find new owners or people abandon them or whatever, like that's who they were supposed to be with all along, is whoever finds them. And like one of my mom found one of our cats because he just showed up on our porch. No one posted flyers, nothing. He had to have been from some family as a kitten. But I let the old man keep it, my dog. Does this story make you sad at all? Yes. Mainly because we had a neighbor with dementia, and he like once tried getting into my car, and and then there's also another one that was further down the road that also, and now he's starting to lose things, and his wife is just kind of watching it. It's really sad. So yeah, dementia is really extremely hard. Can you imagine yourself in the old man's position, being so alone in life, finding one thing that makes you feel less alone, and potentially having to face being ripped away from you once again? Absolutely, I can. I fully put myself in that position when reading it. Next question. Let's say that you're viciously murdered by a serial killer and you fell for one of their traps as they lured you in and made you their latest victim. Now, let's say that you're given an opportunity in the afterlife. As you return... Oh my god. My stomach. Spirit to roam the earth. However, you're bound to two potential options and only two. Okay, everyone. Pay attention. You can either choose to haunt your assailant and make his life miserable, hopefully foiling his plans to kill in the future and potentially save lives in the process. Or you can choose to spend your time as a spirit amongst your still living family and friends, guiding them in positive ways and making their lives better. You're bound to whichever option you choose until either your family or friends are no longer living or your killer is no longer living. You cannot choose both. Which one would you choose? While I would love my friends and family, I would, if I passed away and I was given this choice, so much of me would want to stay with friends and family. But I'm imagining I get to the pearly gates and they go, hey, you can see your friends and family. We will not take that option away from you. You can go see them. You can help them. You can guide them. Do just like the people in the weird little moments that you experienced. Or you can haunt this one person and maybe do even more good. Not just with your life, but with your afterlife. And if it was phrased like that to me, I would have a hard time not choosing to haunt my killer. Because that's how people think it would be malicious. But it would be knocking things over. It would be giving people signs. Because it says haunt my killer. That doesn't mean that I can't also, like, the minute he ties himself to a victim, even superficially, I could haunt the victim. And be like, steer them away or make the lights go red instead of green so he loses them or whatever. And I would choose that one. I would choose that one with my whole heart. Do you think you have what it takes inside to drive your killer insane and push him over the edge? Absolutely. Do you think that this scenario is possible? I'm gonna have to say no. I don't think it's possible. Mainly because I think when you hear of like serial killers who feel plagued by their victims or whatever, I think it's just such both undiagnosed mental illness and a clusterfuck of things usually. And it's like, that wasn't the victims terrorizing you. Maybe it was. I don't know. But I also think you have probably very many diagnosable illnesses, and your inhumanity went against your brain's code, and you made yourself crazy, and you deserve every ounce of that. I'd rather, like, my middle sister would haunt like a motherfucker, and I know it. Why not you go to sleep and get a good rest that feels like the best sleep you've ever had? You wake up in an unfamiliar room, in an unfamiliar bed. You look in the mirror and you hardly recognize yourself. You look as though you've aged 20 years. There's a sticky note on the television screen that says press play. So you oblige in the note and hit the play button to reveal a message that has been left for you by all of your friends and family that are still alive and well. Though they all seem to be 20 years older as well. Okay. They explain to you that every single day for the last 20 years, you repeat the same day over and over again. Due to severe head injury, your memory doesn't last more than... This is just 50 First Dates. This is the whole plot to 50 First Dates. So each day when you sleep, all recollection of what took place 24 hours prior is wiped entirely. Your loved ones have made a video for you to let you have a say in your potential future. You have the option of either watching the video every single day so you know what's going on and continue the progress of your life, even though you don't have any recollection of it, or you continue to living as you had been, repeating the same day over and over again and living in ignorant bliss. I would watch the video every single day, because if you don't know who you are, well, and with her is she could remember things. She couldn't remember things after the accident. And I would rather watch the video every day, so then I know what's going on. And because if you don't know, you slowly start losing track, and you're looking at yourself in the mirror. You'd look at yourself in the mirror and be like, why do I look 30, 40, 50 years older? And then there would come to a time where I bet I could probably just go unknowing. Just nursing home. But I would watch the video every day. Yeah, I would be mad. I wouldn't remember it the next day though. If your best friend was in this situation, would you make a video telling them the truth, or would you repeat it every day, exactly the same for them in order to keep them happy? Never letting them. I'd make it. They deserve to know the truth. Even if it's upsetting, there would be a part of their brain that would probably have to recognize. And they're like, oh, I feel like I've heard this before, you know? I'll take note of your answer. You've come to find the frantic digging in the attic. Come to find through frantic digging in the attic and the reading of old files and newspapers that your parents are famed psychologists. You've also come to find that they aren't really your parents. In fact, they're not even related to you at all. From what you can gather through your new discoveries, a story tells of a young child who developed psychotic tendencies and went into a trance before murdering their parents in a tragically brutal way. However, that child suffered so much trauma from the event of the loss of their parents once the trance had worn off that they had repressed the memory of their parents' deaths, blocking it completely from their mind. 2 psychologists take the child into treatment and perform studies against the child's knowledge, raising that child to be a fully functional adult while playing the role of a child's real parents to further gather data, potentially help that child avoid a terrible life in the process. You are that child. Would you resent your parents? No. I would have a lot of fucking questions, though. Yes, I'd be very grateful. I wouldn't feel betrayed, though. I wouldn't. Yes. Yeah. Because if there's 2 psychologists taking on this, it's giving an ethical dilemma. And I feel like I would be like, okay, like what's going on? What can I do? So yeah. Interesting. I have one final scenario before we move on. The end of the world has come and gone, and all that is left. Okay, I'm gonna take off these because they are crushing into my skull. I need to find like slimmer ones. It's like this part right here. It's so thick. The end of the world has come and gone, and all that is left are post-apocalyptic soldiers roaming the lands, coming through towns, and laying waste to any survivors in their past in hopes of claiming their equipment for themselves in order to survive this harsh, barren wasteland known as the planet Earth. Okay, Mad Max. You get in good with a large colony of soldiers and spend about 6 months with them before they decide that you're not pulling your weight, and in order to save the very few food rations they have left, they exile you from the compound and send you out to fend for yourself. You decide to venture into a neighboring town in hopes of finding food that was left behind by raiders, and it only takes you about a day and a half before you strike gold. A hidden underground bunker stockpiled to the brim with enough food to feed an entire colony for a year. Now, you have a few choices to make. Would you go back to the colony, tell them about the bunker, or would you stay in the bunker all by yourself? I'd keep the bunker. They kicked me out. They don't deserve the food. They can hunt for food. There's other bunkers. There's preppers everywhere. If you could choose to only tell some of the soldiers about the bunker and let them in so you could lead a new colony, but exile the soldiers who exiled you, would you do it? No, because turncoats will turn on you eventually. These are not friends. It didn't say friends. It didn't say any of that shit. No. If you're to lead a new colony, would you build it based on savagery and raiding, or would you build it on sharing and compassion? Sharing and compassion. Why? Watch Wild Wild West or Wild Wild Country. That's what it is. Wild Wild Country. Wild Wild West is starring Will Smith. That's not it. The documentary Wild Wild Country. It's an Oregon-based cult. They tried to poison the water supply. It's insane. They were like all love and compassion and ooh, and like they were able to get their people to carry around AR-15s. These peace-loving hippies were locked and loaded. Insane. Insane. Hi, Stasia. My sister's here. Play nice, everyone. Yes, Jay is here. Jay is here. Or he was. He's playing League. I think he's listening to it while playing. So, would you build it based on sharing. Oh yeah, if you guys, if anyone is needing a social media person, hit up my sister, Anastasia Rigby, on Instagram, or her business account, which I believe is AR Agency. She's amazing. She helps me with my social media. She also helps. She also has clients and has success stories, and she's worth every penny. So, sharing and compassion. If you're the leader of the colony that exiled you, except it was you who exiled someone else who wasn't pulling their weight, and that person just happened, XOXO Gossip Girl, and that person just happened to find themselves in a similar situation where they found a jackpot worth of food, would you raid them and steal for yourselves, or would you let them keep what they found? Sorry, their bunker belongs to me now. Hey, Brett. Very interesting. Well, that wraps up this portion of the test. But I need more from you before I lay you to rest. A choice here, a choice there. Which would you rather? More dilemmas abound from what I can gather. And you will answer clearly, crisp, and concise. Will you be selfish, or is your conscience a vice? In just mere moments from now, we both shall see the difference between who you are and who you wish to be. Destiny doesn't have a face. The other two do, but they're masked. So I think this is a mask. Destiny is also, you don't know your destiny, so it's unknowable. Is kind of the vibe that I've been given. Let us begin. Would you rather abandon the person you love most, or be abandoned by the person you love most? I would rather be abandoned. I've dealt with a lot of rejection in my life. I think I could handle that. It would suck, because I think what's hard is, like, what does loved most mean? Like closest family member. You know, I'd rather be abandoned. I feel like I could work through that better than like having to abandon the person. Would you rather have friends in high places who gave you anything you wanted but didn't necessarily care about you, or friends who couldn't give you anything but they feel a deep personal bond with you? Strong bond. Strong bond. Friends in high places is nice, but if they don't serve you and they don't care about you, like, I could get anything I want, but I will be alone in a busy room. Would you rather find $10,000 and get to keep it for yourself, or find $20,000 but split 4 ways? Okay, so $5,000 a person. I'm doing that. We're all getting money. $10,000 just for myself. I'm sorry. $5,000 is plenty for like a down payment on a car. Sign me up. Would you rather cheat on your partner but never get caught, or know that your partner cheated on you but have no way of proving it? I would never cheat on my partner. I could never. Like, I would literally just... Would you rather get rich through illegal means, or be poor but live an honest life? What kind of illegal means? What kind of illegal means? Sorry for any headphone users. Why is this one the one that's hard for me? Because it's like, illegal means could be anything. It could be insider trading. I'm going to say rich but live a dishonest life. Guys, it's not because I would do anything awful, but it's because it's like what's the hardest thing? Dishonest. That's not the question. It's saying through illegal means. I could do something illegal that's not dishonest. Like, I don't know. Like, I could... There's plenty of people who make money off of other people all the time. And, like, I'm not saying I would scam people. But, like, there are, like, fake art. Like, come on. That's a gold mine. Forgery? My God. Would you rather press a button that would kill your favorite pet? I need a second. Okay. Okay. So either I press it. Okay, 2 buttons are in front of me. I'm imagining this. 2 buttons. 2 buttons. One, and I'm imagining it's like Saw. There's 2 rooms that I can see. One is my cat Oliver, and the other is, because she's in stream, is my sister's on a stage. One has a child. One is a year-old cat, who I love with my whole heart. But I know people say I would do anything for my animals or whatever, and I would. I would go into bankruptcy if it means I can save my animal. If he got cancer and I had to spend thousands on chemo, I don't give a fuck. I'll do it. I'll be the first one to do that. But if I am being forced, because it's like, would you rather? But remember at the beginning, you make whatever scenario you need and you can do it. That's how all the games have worked. My scenario is that if I do not choose, I will be either injured, killed, or tortured. And I'm sorry, but I am not someone who will live many more lifetimes, many pet lifetimes more. Like, I would get a new cat. I'd rather get fired from a high-paying job or have fired. I'd rather get. I don't know. I'd rather fire my friends. I'm sorry, because I just have my friends and none of them work with me. So if all of a sudden I got a job and I was like making friends with these people, they're work friends. I'm sorry. I'm in, like, if I was HR, high paying HR, sorry. Would you rather sleep with your step sibling or sleep with your best friend's partner? Jay, if you're watching this, don't listen to this next part. My friend right now, my best friend, who I'm trying to, I'm scheduling to have dinner with, she just got into a relationship. He is a very attractive man. If I had to choose, again, gun to my head, you have to do this. If you don't, something bad will happen. I would rather be like, go to my best friend's partner. I would not a step sibling. Because imagine Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter. I have to unfriend them. I would have to completely pretend like they're not in the family. Or just save your best friend from certain death and let 1,000 strangers die. Or save 1,000 strangers and let your best friend die. Sorry. Saving the bestie. Rather get free food for the rest of your life or rescue a starving child from a third world country. If I got free food for the rest of my life, because here's the thing. One, awful wording. Third world country, I've learned, is very colonial term. And while there are starving children, there's also thousands of starving children in America. Literacy isn't great in America. So we're basically on the cusp of being a third world country. So free food, because guess what? I get free food for the rest of my life. That means at any time, any place, anywhere, I can then hand out thousands of pounds of food to homeless people. If I'm really wanting to do something nice, I could donate stuff to food banks whenever I wanted to. Longevity. Would you rather be rich without family or poor without family, but with family? Poor but with family. I love my chosen family. Would you have to steal food for the rest of your life in order to eat, or steal enormous amounts of money from the wealthy but have to destroy the money immediately after? Yeah, steal from the rich. I don't give a fuck. Would you rather serve 4 years in the military during wartime or move to a third world country and never be allowed to return home? Sign me up. I'd be immediately like put into like desk duty because mental illness. Would you rather always be traveling 10 miles above the speed limit or 10 miles per hour below? Above. Always above. Would you rather never have sex for the remainder of your life or have to have sex every day? Is this even a question? Like, come on! Babe! Babe, wake up! Babe, wake up! Babe, babe, babe! Babe, I gotta bone you! If I don't get that deal, I'll die! Babe! Give me some ass! Oh my god. I'm sorry. That's just too funny. I have to mark the time because I'm using this as my... I'm literally gonna not do any... I'm gonna like... This is going to be what my thumbnail is for YouTube. Have to have sex every day to live. You're goddamn right I do. Would you rather be addicted to hardcore drugs for 10 years but make full recovery or addicted to alcohol? Ugh, gross. No. It says I make a full recovery. That's important. Would you rather live to be 200 years in perfectly preserved, youthful body and have to watch your friends and family? I'd rather die before my friends and family. Oh, shit. Well... Part of me did want to live youthful for 200 years, but it sounded so vain. This game's outing me by my accidental clicking. Would you rather sacrifice all your friends in order to survive or sacrifice both of your parents? I don't like either of these, but I'll choose that one, I guess. Would you rather get acknowledged for work that you didn't do or work hard for the rest of your life but not receive any praise for it? I think it would be very funny. I'd make it a bit, and I would be like, yes, I am the Nobel Peace Prizing winner. Would you rather punch a nun or get punched by a nun? I'd rather punch a nun. Nun punch. Would you lose all your money you've earned this year or lose all the memories you've gained this year? All my money. All my money. I have made some great memories recently, and I would cry if I lost them. Guaranteed $10. Would you rather know how you die or know when you'll die? I'd rather know how I die. Because if I know when, I will dread that day for the rest of my life. Would you rather be blind but able to see crystal clear underwater or be deaf always? Permadeaf. I can sign. I can learn how to sign. Would you rather give up all internet and social media but be... Or I guess... Yeah, I wouldn't be able to hear myself talk. Would you rather give up all internet and social media but be able to travel the world for free or have the best internet in the world for free but never leave your house? I guess best internet but never leave... all internet and social media. That doesn't mean that I can't text. It just means I couldn't, like... Yeah, but give up all internet? I couldn't look anything up. And it's not like they make guidebooks much anymore. You know, like everything's online. They just assume you'll go online. And... So I guess have the best internet. Rather walk barefoot across a bed of hot coals or walk barefoot through a pitch black snake infested corridor. hot coals because if you walk slowly, it doesn't hurt or whatever. Would you rather be the judge who sentences people to death or the executioner judge? I have great decision-making skills. Would you rather a witch cast a nasty hex on you so you'll always have bad luck, or be haunted by a demon intent on possessing you? Bad luck. I'm not being possessed. Would you rather be married to someone incredibly beautiful who doesn't find you attractive? Did you hear the sex every day one? Jay, would you rather be married to someone incredibly beautiful who doesn't find you attractive, or be with someone that you're not even remotely attracted to, but they find you incredibly attractive? Oh, so there was a question. It was like, would you rather, what was it? You have to have sex every day to live, or swear off sex for life. And I chose have to have sex every day to live. I guess I'd be married to someone who's not attracted to me. I don't know. I'd probably do married to someone I'm not attracted to. I don't like either of these, but I'll choose one. Every day. Every single day. Would you rather work a high-paying job that you despise or a low-paying job that you love? A low-paying job that I love. There's no point in hating a job. Would you rather walk 1 mile home wearing nothing but a pair of socks or be fully clothed, but have to walk 100 miles to get home? 1 mile home naked. Would you rather find $5 in your... Because if you... It said walk, but I'm assuming on this walk I could also run. Thanks, babe. Would you rather find $5 in your pocket or have to grab $100 out of a public toilet? $5 in my pocket. Absolutely. Nope. Nope. Would you rather have 100 of your favorite books but never watch a movie again, or have 100 favorite movies but never read a book again? I don't watch a lot of movies. Would you rather always be 20 minutes late to everything or 2 hours early to everything? I'm always early. I'm always insanely early because I get anxious. And I'm like, I have to be early to being early. Would you rather find a dead body or witness to a deadly assault? Find a dead body. Witness, that person could come to me. They're like, that would be like, that gives me like those horror movies where like they're looking across the way and they watch something brutal happen and the person just turns and then starts marching their way across because it's like, oh, gotta the witness. So I'd rather find a dead body because then I can just report it and move on with my life. I'd rather look into the beyond. Would you rather have one really great friend or 100 mediocre friends? One great friend. Would you rather lose all your teeth or lose one day after your life every time you kiss someone? Buy teeth. I can get veneers. Would you rather win the lottery and lose a ticket before you can collect your money, or see your worst enemy win the lottery? I'd rather lose my ticket. I'd rather lose my ticket. It didn't say lose forever. It just said lose. Would you rather find true love or have your dream job? True love. True love. Love. True love is what brings us together today. Would you rather have a pause button for life or a rewind button? I get overwhelmed and sometimes I wish I had a pause button. So pause. Would you rather drown to death in gasoline or be boiled to death in water? Drown to death in gasoline. I just feel like even if it tasted or was awful and like sucking it in, like you would get so immediately like high from the fumes and like you would die so much quicker than being boiled to death. You'd be in writhing agony in the other. Would you rather make a new friend every day or get $100 a day for doing nothing but never have friends again? I'd rather make a new friend every day. Because it doesn't say that I can't retain my old ones. You would find your dream job. Okay. Okay. Choices. Yeah, oof. Oof is right, Surakai. Oof is right. Would you rather die to save your family or sacrifice your family to save yourself? I'd rather give my life to save my family. By those closest to you for something you didn't do or have hurt everyone you care about, but they'll never find out that it was you. Would you rather always be hated by the close... I'd rather hurt someone and I love without being blamed. I don't hate you. Definitely didn't hate you last night. He's lying. A Sarkai. Absolute liar. Would you rather sleep with your worst enemy or sleep with someone you know who has many incurable STDs? My worst enemy, I would go full Dom top mask and not care. It would be a hate kind of situation. So I would rather sleep with my enemy, because incurable, like, because that would be like, there's like strains of gonorrhea that are not curable. There's some of syphilis that are becoming like bacteria resistant, and I would not want that. No. Yes, I hate fuck. Would you rather eat food you don't like or give up all liquids except water? I'd rather give up all liquids except for water. Because I could drink carbonated water. I could drink flavored water. I didn't even think of STD ridden. Oh my god. I forgot condoms exist. Can y'all tell that I haven't in a lot? Yeah. That shows a lot about me. It's fine. It's fine. Yes, Jay. So I'd give up all liquids. Would you rather always listen to music at max volume or listen to music just above the lowest volume? Max volume. Trick. I put my headphones like this, and then it would just play. Oh, sir. No. Would you rather meet your hero and find it's not like that? Would you rather meet your hero and find out that they don't like you, or never meet your hero at all? I'd rather meet them and they don't like me, because it doesn't matter what they, because like my heroes are like Abria Iyengar, Matt Mercer, Brenly Mulligan, and Jay. Not in front of God and country. Would you rather meet your hero? If they don't like me, they don't like me. They're not obligated to like me. Just because I put them on a hero pedestal. Like if I met Kelly Clarkson, I would not expect her to like me. Because it's not saying that they hate me, just that doesn't like me. But yeah, I'd do that. Would you rather never have a pet for the rest of your life, or never have friends for the rest of your life? I'd rather never have a pet. I'm sorry, I love pets. This doesn't mean that I can't have friends who have pets. Doesn't mean I can't visit people with pets. It just means that I would not have pets. But I could not have friends. You know? Would you rather live in excruciating pain for the rest of your life, or live pain-free, but everyone you know and love will live in excruciating pain for the rest of their life? It doesn't say that's not... I'd rather live in excruciating pain, because they have put me on beta blockers or something, and I won't feel it. Thank you for answering my questions, but we are not yet done. For we have made it through many categories except for one. Those final questions will be from deep within. I want to see your soul. I want to see your heart be quickened. I want to learn all that you know. I want to see what makes you think. I want to know what makes you tick. Period. Oh my God. I want to know your darkest truths. I want to know what makes you sick. You're saying that I would also suffer? I want to know what makes you sick. I want to expel the truth from yourself. I want to feed on your precious fate. I want to learn all of all your love and bathe in all of your hate. So one last time we sit together as we await the final revelation. These are the last questions I have. The last examination. Take your time. Do think hard. Savor every moment dearly. For when I am finally finished with you, you will see it ever so clearly. And here we go. Choose one of these words that you feel describes with you the most in this very moment. Morbid, destructive, insane, unclean, volatile, and petulant. What the hell does impetulant mean? An adjective used to describe something or someone as being or doing things that are not thought out or researched, someone who makes rash or it can also describe something as traveling fast or with force. Likes to act quickly and suddenly without thinking or being careful. Right? This date. Oh. Say it louder. I guess morbid. There is like some morbid curiosity with what's going on, so I guess that. I got the morbs. Choose one of these words that you feel resonates with you. Okay. Inquisitive. Do you ever lie to those who are closest to you? No, not really. It's either, but like my brain goes to Christmas. I'm like, well, obviously everyone lies during Christmas, so no. Yes, I can. Urgh! It's a hot dog real bad. Have you ever hurt someone whom you know didn't deserve it? Yes, I have. I think everyone has at some point or another. Have you ever lost your temper when you know you shouldn't have? Yes. Okay. Are you? Have you ever intentionally hurt an animal? No. Have you ever blamed someone for something that you know they didn't do? Yeah, I have sisters. Have you ever abandoned a pet? No. Have you ever abandoned a loved one in their time of need? Time of need? No. Never. Have you ever stolen something from someone that you cared about? No. Have you ever broken something to spite someone that you cared about? So, broken just means like to disassemble something, right? I know, and you're like, William, why are you saying that? My ex tried to give me a bullshit letter and I tore it up while driving home, and I was driving around this lake. It was a nice windy winter's night, and I tossed it out the window like I was in a rom-com or like some like coming of age film, and I felt so powerful. So yes, I cared about them at one point, and I did it to spite them. Have you ever played the victim in a situation that even though you hadn't been wrong? Yes. Again, I think this is fairly common. Not saying it's insanely common, but yes, I've done this before. Playing it up, trying to get like, you know, like whatever, but have you ever had romantic sex with someone who wasn't your partner while you're in a relationship? No, not really. I've had like people hit on me while like the one relationship I've been in, and I kind of just like rolled it off, and because they were like a friend who was like hitting on me, so I'd say no. Have you ever wished for the death of someone who had wronged you? Have you ever wished for the death of a loved one? No, I don't think so. If you knew that writing someone's name on a piece of paper could instantly cause their death, would you write down anyone's name? No, No one should have that power, and that is the plot of Death Note. I feel like you could spend more time with your loved ones than you currently do. With some of my loved ones, I think, yeah. I could. Have you ever owed someone an apology but refused to apologize to them? No. I apologize when I need to. Do you regret worrying too much about things you can't control? Yeah. Do you ever feel like your negativity brings other people down? No. I'm not that I'm not negative, but when I am negative, I talk it out. Or I bring it to therapy, or I journal, or I play a game or something just to ground myself. And not that I don't want to make it other people's problems. I do try to talk to people about it, but... Oh, babe, I know you like to play the victim. Do you ever feel like your negativity... So I say no. Do you ever regret not standing up for yourself when you know you've been wrong? That's one thing, though, that I'm very proud of myself. In the past, I've always stood up for myself in one way or another. But as I'm saying this out loud, there was one situation, and I'm going to have to say yes to this question, where I do regret not pursuing it further. I let myself get beat down, and yes. Do you ever feel like you let others influence your decision making too much? No. Do you ever wish that you lived a more honest life? No. Has your dishonesty ever caused someone else to suffer? No. About what? Have you ever had someone leave your life before you had the chance to tell them something important? No. Everyone who's came and went, I have said everything I needed to. And if I feel like there's no closure, that's on me. That's not on them. I was like, dang, what did I say? So no. Do you ever feel like you prioritize people in your life that are unworthy of your time? No. If you're not worthy of my time, I just don't put you, like I just don't prioritize you. Like, I talk to you almost every second of the day. No, you're wrong. So yeah, I don't prioritize people that are unworthy of my time. You're extremely worthy of my time. Extremely. Do you ever feel like you prioritize your own wants before those who need you most? No, I feel like I'm starting to get a good balance. Do you ever feel like you spend too much time working towards something that you're not truly passionate about? No. If I would have played this like a year ago or whatever, or a year and a half ago when I was still in college, yes, absolutely. I was working on degrees that I did not like, and I racked up student loans that I'm now paying back, and luckily it's a low amount that I'm paying because of I didn't go through like years and years and years of school, and I chose cheap schools. But yeah, so Eric, I meet the guy that I'm gonna out him. I went on a date with him, so, and I've been talking to for the past like week, and he makes me extremely happy, but he loves to challenge me, and I love it. So do you ever feel like you spend too much time working towards something that you're not truly passionate? No. Oh yes. Shit. Do you feel like you're living up to your full potential? I think I'm starting to, yeah. Do you ever let your fears stop you from pursuing things that you truly want? I have to say yes, because I didn't date until I talked with my therapist last week, and it was for bullshit reasons. It was because I didn't feel like I was worthy of it, that I didn't think anyone could, like, that I was worthy of anyone, things like that. And so, yes, I have let fears stop me, and it's good to find them and address them. Have you ever refused to try something because you're afraid that you would fail? No. Have you ever been attracted to someone but refused to let them know because you're afraid of being rejected? Yes. Do you ever feel as though you're chasing the wrong things in life? Yeah, doubt creeps in, but I think that's healthy. It's a healthy level of, meaning like healthy in the fact of like in that window. So like there's a window of tolerance. There's hyper aroused and hypo, and when I start to chase things that I want, my brain doesn't know how to compute that, and so I'll start to feel that. I'm like, okay, I'm getting out of my window of tolerance, but I do need to, like, you know, oh my god, you guys, blushing on stream, ugh. But I would say yes, I do sometimes feel like that, even if it's not based in reality, it's based in anxiety. You ever feel like you spend too much time planning on the future that you ignore the present? No. I'm a nice mix. No. No. Do you feel like your friends and family like you more than you like them? No. Because my family and friends love me, and I love them wholeheartedly. Have you ever loved a pet more than your family? There was a time, and it wasn't because of my family. I did love my cat and my animals more, but it was like a protective thing. It was just like my brain couldn't compute everything that was going on. And so, yes. Do you ever make up excuses to get out going to an event instead of just telling the person who invited you that you just don't want to go? No, because I just don't get invited to things. And if I get invited to something, I say yes, I'm going. I my anxiety will not tell me to be like, hey, take a back seat. Like we can just say no. No, I am going regardless. Do you ever feel like you spend more time with technology than you do building stronger? No. I'm building a really strong relationship with someone via technology, and I get to see him this Saturday. So no. Have you ever defended someone that you shouldn't have? I'm gonna interpret this weird. If anyone from my hometown watches this, you're gonna be very confused, and I hope you stay confused. There's a certain person who died. I'm going to just say that. I'm just gonna say that. There's a certain person who died years ago, and it was my senior year. Yeah. They died, and this person had bullied me, but how they died was deplorable, awful, horrific, and I do not believe they should have died that way. And there was a time where I was driving home with someone from my hometown. It was an hour drive, and we got into a yelling match because they said, good riddance, he deserved every ounce of it. And my stomach curdled. And in that moment, I had to protect someone who had wished me harm for a good chunk of my high school career. And this getting really deep, guys. And I'm interpreting this as I had to defend someone that I probably shouldn't have had to. I'm adding a word to it. And so, and shouldn't have in the first place. But I had to because what the person was saying was so despicable and gross that I was like, no one deserves to die like that. No one, like, as someone who was affected by this person, absolutely not. So, Mr. The beginning of this game, it says to create whatever scenario you need. And if you play the other two, it reaffirms that and it says it's the same rules. I can make whatever scenario I need in my head, and that's the scenario I created. So yes. You sometimes have a hard time admitting when you're wrong. I would say yes. I can get very in my ways and stubborn over trivial stuff. But it's never to like a detriment. It's just always, you know, like, oh, fine. Okay, I guess you're right. So, yes. Do you ever place the blame for your personal failures on someone or something else? No. No. Have you ever accused someone of something with no real evidence to back it up? No. I don't accuse anyone of anything until I have, like, solid evidence. Oh, that's a lie. I'll, like, tell people that, like, my gaydar is going off on someone and I have, like, no evidence to back it up. So, yeah. Have you had sex with someone you know you shouldn't have? My first experience. I shouldn't have. Why? I don't do casual hookups. And I did that. And I had an awful time. I felt like I almost got lockjaw. And I was reading Kathy Griffin tweets the whole time because I was so bored. There was not like the passion, intimacy, anything. It was just two people, two slabs of meat hitting each other in a butcher shop. So, yes. If I could go back, I'd be like, Will, no, sit down, sit down, sit down. Lefties there for you. Sit down. Have you ever had any kind of relationship with someone whom you know you shouldn't have? Yes. My ex-girlfriend. Red flags. I learned a lot. I would never take it back. I learned a lot. But, yes. Have you ever let a relationship degrade because you were afraid of being the one to break up with someone? No. The relationship I had, I broke it off when I started to feel like things were getting weirder and weirder and weirder. I was like, nope. Hey, this isn't working out. So, no. Do you ever feel like you could take better care of your own health? Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever let someone take the blame for something that you did? No. Not at all. I literally can't think of a situation. Have you ever acquired something that you didn't really want just because someone else wanted it? Yeah. I had to reread that a couple of times. Yeah. I have siblings. Like, of course, like, oh, they want it? Well, I want it really bad now. And then I get it. I'm like, why did I even want this? And then it always ends up back with the sibling that actually wanted it. Do you feel like you're not living up to others' expectations? No. Not really. Have you ever walked out of someone's life without any explanation? I've ghosted some people that, like, there is, like, this... I had this online friend group for a short period of time during COVID that I somehow became friends with, and I just left a chat, like, randomly, like, a year and a half ago, because I was just like, what are you all doing with your lives? Like, I only like one of you. The rest, none of them want to help themselves. None of them they just complain about their lives and then wouldn't try to actively make it better. They'd be like, and then like one of them brought their significant other into the chat and then was bitching about their significant other, and I was like, what is going on here? If you don't like the person, leave, be gone. And like, so yeah, I have definitely done it where, cause like I think in this day and age, everyone's pushed down their throats, like, on TikTok therapy is like what I like to call it, where it's not actual therapy, it's just using therapy talk to make yourself sound smarter. And they're like, you need to tell everyone, like, if you're leaving, you need to tell them why. It's like, what? So you're saying if I get a boyfriend and he starts being horrifically awful and we're not moved in, none of that, I can't just stop talking to him. Like, if all of a sudden I make a friend and they start saying the most racist things known to man, I cannot just dip. No. Sometimes people don't need explanations. Sometimes they need to marinate. A Surukai. God. But yes, I have. Do you ever feel like you focus more on the negative aspects of your life and what you don't have rather than being grateful for what you do have? Okay. I'm gonna have a therapy answer. As of right now, I'm getting way better at accepting the joy and looking towards the joy, and I've been doing that in the past couple of weeks. I'm very proud of myself. But there have been times in the past couple of months where, because I was I'm in this healing journey of years and years and years and years and years and years and years of shit. And I did focus more on the negative aspects of my life, but not in what I don't have and things like that, and not in a depressed way, in a why do I think this way. So I'm gonna have to say yes, but it's not for the way that like others would put emphasis on those words. Have you ever witnessed someone being wronged but didn't have the courage to stand up for them? No. Let me... Have you ever witnessed someone being wronged but didn't have the courage to stand up for them? Just give me a hard no. And finally, do you feel like you're a good person? Absolutely, I do. Very interesting. That concludes the end of your examination. In your mind, I've dug myself a hole. I'll analyze your answers very carefully, and now it's time for me to gaze into your soul. Wow. This test is... Okay, so the first test was an hour. The second test was like a little bit over an hour. This one, I feel like because there are so many... It wasn't just like, oh, if X happens, then Y happens. How do you feel? This was like, if X happens, then Y happens, then Z happens. What would you do in scenario 1? And so this one took a lot longer. A lot longer. And I feel like I had to really explain why I got to where I got with a lot of these, because it was like, if I don't explain, like, I didn't want people to start making assumptions or be like, what? Huh? Okay. This is preposterous. This simply cannot be. I've expected every potential outcome, but yours seems to have evaded even me. I was prepared to tell you of your fate, to play upon your fear, to break the worst of news to you, to plant seeds of doubt within your ear. But as I've asked you to be honest with me, I must in turn be honest with you. For as much as I wish to lie, I'm forever shackled to the truth. From what I can deduct from deep within, from everything you've shared with me. In return, I shall share this with you. This is what I see. You've been through a hell of a lot in life. God, okay, everyone. I'm probably going to get emotional. I don't know what this fucking game is. It's been the weirdest. Okay. If you need to, leave this and come back later. Skip to this part. The last 2 games made me, off camera, very emotional afterwards. Because it read me like a book. And I know you're going to say, but William, it's stuff that could apply. But like, this has been the same line for 3 games. That's not a coincidence. One time, K. You know, it's like tarot. You pull a card, it can mean anything in your life. Twice? Okay, that's weird. Whatever. You know, the Dr. Doofenshmirtz line of, I would have 2 nickels. It's weird that happened twice. 3 times and it said this almost the exact same phrase. I am not ready for what they're about to say because I might cry. Life that you managed to live and the things you've managed to experience would make so many others both jealous and thankful that they did not go through what you've managed to go through. This is like almost verbatim what the last game was saying. And this game is technically a social experiment, so it's choiceful. And I know that these games, it's a massive tree and you go boom, and then if you do this one and then you go to this question and it probably hits and helps randomize and like, okay, anyways. And thankful that they did not go through what you managed to go through. You're such a warrior. You know, the body was to be strong, a lot stronger than you even realize. One criticism I can offer you, though, if any, is that you need to lighten up at times, whether it be on others or more importantly on yourself. There it is. Okay. The burdens of the world are not on your shoulders. You can get stressed very easily. It's in your nature. Take some deserve time for yourself. You owe it to yourself. Seriously. There's one major thing in your life that you really need to get a strong handle on, however, and that's your financial status. You're not secure enough for your own liking. This is... What the fuck? These are different questions. Okay, once I have to take these off. Okay. I played the second one. It's up on my stream on my YouTube. And it said the same fucking thing. These are different questions, different scenarios, different everything. Even the whole picture thing is new. All of this is new. This is crazy. Sorry, I'm like, this game is like fundamentally changing my brain because I don't know what it's about. And there's more games after this. There's the testing chamber. So I'll play that one again. I'll play that one on stream. Probably Sunday night. Since I can't Saturday night. You're not where you want to be forever and you know it. You still got time. The end of the world's not near, even though it may feel like it sometimes. You managed to get this far. You can get a whole lot further, which is a bit more effort, but it's up to you to push hard. Get it. It's called The Test. The first one's just The Test. It has a weird castle, but it's just this. It's blown up and it's in the middle. And there's no character on the side. It is just the person in the middle. And it's spooky. And this one wasn't as spooky. It was disconcerting. It was weird. But this one is so different than the vibes of the others. And apparently this culminates with each game. And I'm like, what? And it's so crazy because like when I recorded the last one, I was at like 30 followers or something. I'm now at 35. You need 50 for affiliate. And then after that, it's like the consecutive viewers, all that. And I'm so close. And the fact that I'm getting this again, being like, you're not where you want to be, but you're on your way. There is a weird moment of universally of just like, I do kind of think like, did I choose these answers? Like, is the universe trying to tell me a message, and not in like an esoteric, like, oh, but like I was meant to kind of stumble upon this. I don't know. I'm a very spiritual person, so sometimes I can get very, you know? Which is just a bit more effort, but it's up to you to push hard. Remember, nothing in life lasts forever. This includes debt, but this also includes fortune. Everything can be turned around in the blink of an eye from one great decision, but be mindful. Because everything can be taken away from you in that same blink of an eye too. If there's anything you can take away from this, please let it be this. Be positive. Stay positive and let your positivity become... Yeah, this is literally the same... I got this... This was my last one. Like, deadass. This is weird. Just a good kind of plague, that's all. Your secret word is... I've gotten greed in 2 games. This will come in handy. And there he goes. I just got chills. I just got chills. I'm taking a photo of this. I know I have it like recorded and all that, but like greed was my word. For the last one, it was greed. And it stood out to me because I was like, but I'm not a greedy person. And what's interesting is I bought the trilogy and there's 5 games. It means something very special. Okay, twin words. What the fuck? I'm gonna comment it. I mean, I don't know if they're still taking them. Obviously, they're different games. Here's an entirely new outcome. Then that means you've got multiple layers of things. Or you may just have an extra layer of depth to your personality, but only you will know the answer to that. Greed. You found deeper meanings. You've helped others find enlightenment. Maybe you'll wonder just what the test series is truly about. But it's simple. The answers are always so much more simple than we believe them to be. The test is about you. The reflection in your darkened screen and the one who seeks the answers. The person who seeks the answers. More than being about the answers, the test is more so about the questions. It's about making you think. It's about encouraging you to open up and admit that you're human. Just as human as everyone else. The test is about unity. The test is about compassion. The test is about bringing people together and showing the world that we're not so different after all. Look at all the zeros that have been left in the comments. Look at all the thousands of people who are just like you. We all feel so lonely sometimes. We all feel flawed. We all feel pain. But that's because every single one of us is human. The world judges one another based on so many variables, but they're the most hypocritical set of variables imaginable. We judge each other and are judged ourselves by our peers who do the same exact shit that they judge us for in the end. And that we judge them for too. You feel flawed because you are flawed. You feel afraid because you have the right to be. You feel overwhelmed because the world is overwhelming. Depression is overwhelming. Anxiety is overwhelming. Our problems are overwhelming. Suicide is an epidemic. We are losing loved ones before their time, and any one of us can fall on the hardest times in our lives at any given moment. We can lose everything we know and love instantly and unexpectedly. But one thing we are not is alone. Much like the amazing song from the very odd musical by Sondheim, no one is alone. You are never alone. We're all flawed because we're all human. We're all scared because we're all human. We all fight these battles every single day because we're all human. But you never have to feel alone in your fight. Look at all these secret words that have been gathered that match yours. Look at all those words that don't match yours. Perhaps those people are going through struggles that you have yet to experience or know nothing about. Perhaps some others know not of yours either. But don't judge those who are struggling. I'm having a sentimental moment, and you bitches can't keep it in line. You're a little troll, but you're my little troll. Me too, bitch. Just call me a bitch. 25 to life. Do you know 25 to life? Life in prison is actually only like, it's like 50 years. That's what life in prison means. Just 50 years. That's why you can do consecutive sentences of life sentences. I've never seen trolls. Help them, just as you wish to be helped in your time of your need. Don't be afraid to ask for help, and reach out to those who are. Everyone is suffering. Some of us just suffer quieter than others. We're all in this together. The test series has helped bring so many people together and make so many people feel less alone. We've read your comments, and others are free to do so as well. We've read about how these games have helped you. We've read about how much positivity they've spread. We've read how many people say that their lives are forever changed. And I'll tell you one thing. If even one life was saved in the process of this social experiment, then it was worth conducting. Every single one of you that left a comment is a hero. By leaving comments, you help spread the message out to others. You help spread a positive light in a very dark time for so many people, and those people have you to thank for it. You guys need to stop. Oh my god. There's so many people in this world who do nothing for others, and they continue to do nothing for others. They won't lift a finger to help others around them because they don't understand that someone is suffering just as much as they are. They're just too afraid to open up about it. Babe, I will add Shot Through the Heart to the playlist. But not us. We've all opened quite a lot, haven't we? We were brave enough to answer these questions that so many people fear admitting to. We were brave enough to take a chance and leave a secret word as a symbol of our participation. And for that, Random Studios would like to thank you by not only placing your name in the credits at the end of this game, so the world knows of your good deeds in spreading the word and participating, but we've also got another surprise for you. Everyone who's left a comment on our titles and continues to do so in future titles will be put into the credits of our new massive project that we've been working on, but that's not the good part. We'll also be going through and selecting names from those who leave comments on all of our titles, putting their names right into the actual game and storyline, whether it be a special item, a piece of lore, or a character named after them, and much more. Oh my god. You guys are menaces. How did I... Oh my god. Menaces. Whether it be a special item, piece of lore. Oh, so these are the games that I got. You contribute your time and energy and helped others in need. We want to make sure you're commemorated for your efforts and get the admiration you deserve. Now, as far as your secret words go. Your secret words will play a pivotal role in our new project. You'll plug your secret words into different parts of the journey with the requested of you, and they will alter the game in a way uniquely set for your specific words. You know what? It was a good run, folks. Meaning the gorgeous man that I have been talking to and recently started dating. But he's gone to my sister, so I guess that's it. Man, good for him. Oh my god, this is so good. I'm so excited. Oh, I need to play the other games. This is an RPG where every choice matters, where every decision you make changes something about your session. No way. This is an RPG focused on human emotion and the decisions we make and how those decisions make us feel. Keep an eye out in the future for our main project, Chasing Demons, where every NPC from all of our titles will be represented with a storyline. Okay, I'm going to take a photo of that name because I don't think I have that one. I'll have to see. See how they all tie in together. You helped shape it. You helped make it what it is. And we'll be... Okay. Again, we'll be periodically selecting names from all of our titles. Thank you so much for everything you've done for us and everything you continue to do for the world. Okay. Let the credits roll. Oh. Aww. Next. Okay. Okay, this is everything they just said. Why would they? Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna hold this down while I talk. Thank you for watching the test, the final... No, yeah. The test, the final revelation. There's more games after this. I'm very confused. No, it's the exact same thing. But this one was talking about acceptance and was so kind. So... That's how I found out about it. Thank you for being you. We really hope you get to punch a nun at some point in the near future. I hope in one of their future games you get the option to punch a nun. I want to punch a nun so bad. Oh. How should make it is when I hope that it means as much to you as it does to us. In the meantime, we'd like to recommend the title called The Advisor. Allows players to cast their vote on where the story should head. It's a choices matter style game that's never been done before, as you, the player, are responsible for how the story is written in future episodes. Thank you for listening to report. A chance. With that being said, keep a hold of your secret words. You're gonna need them for when you're chasing demons. Post-credit scene! I will peel the truth from your flesh. I will peel the truth from your flesh, like petals from a blackened rose. She loves me. Don't do this. She loves me not. She loves me. Please, I beg of you. She loves me not. Ugh! She loves me. She loves me not. She will never love a monster like you. Peel it, daddy. Oh. Destiny is giving non-binary cunt realness. So let her choice take its toll. And in her cell, may she rot. We also like to give a very special shout out to Markiplier's community for so... Okay, this is the same thing! Okay, so this is 2022. They make a lot of games. Mm-hmm. Destiny's Child. Mm-hmm. Michelle Williams. No. Okay, other games. Okay, add to wish list. Oh, I'll have to just add it in a bit. Okay. Destiny's baby mama. Okay, so that was the test final revelation. That ending was so long compared to the others. I'm gonna have to comment on their thing since they still haven't released the game yet, so hopefully I can sneak in there. But okay. So that was the test final revelation. If you like that game, go check out the test and the test Hypothesis Rising on my YouTube channel. You get to learn a lot about me there too. And if you this was fun. I'm really glad that I did this. Oh, you guys are too much. You guys are too much. So I I'm gonna do the testing chamber. I'm gonna retroactively put all of my comments in because they're still using them. And it'd be cool seeing my name as like a little item or something, like the Hallmark Himbo or whatever. So I'm really excited. That was so cool. And I'm really pumped because I love choice-based games. And this has been like the epitome of it. And it's also given me like, it's almost been like journaling. I've learned a lot. And a lot about myself, a lot about things that I normally wouldn't think about, and has helped me a lot. And I'm excited to kind of go back through, comment on my things, and then on this one, comment that like twin answer or whatever, and put greed, because I'm very interested to see when I go through that game, when it goes, what did you get in the test? What did you get in the test Hypothesis Rising? What did you get in the final revelation? To be able to go, I think it was something greed. Greed stuck out to me because I was like, I'm not greedy, but then I was like, it made me think. And they're like, you'll figure it out eventually. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? So I'm just stoked. This is going to be so much fun. And they haven't finished it yet, so I'm hoping I can kind of slide in. And I want to see if they're on Instagram, and I want to reach out to them and be like, hey, I literally like got a streaming setup so then I could play your game, and I love it with my whole heart. Not expecting anything back, but just commending them. This game is gorgeously designed, and it's so simple. But I just love it. I love it. I'll post this to YouTube. Maybe tomorrow. I have to clean and do so much tomorrow. So I don't know what I'm going to be doing with my life, but, if not, I'll just post it Sunday, and I might just go live Sunday playing the next test game. Get more messed up situations. Y'all can hop on, but, thanks for hopping on. I hope y'all have such an amazing night. Let me know, like, if you have me on anything, let me know if any of them, like, stuck out at you and you're at the end of this, you're like, why did you answer like this when I answered like this? I would love that. Have a great night. Don't forget to go out there, play some games, have some fun, kick some ass, and just, have such a good day. That was so much fun. I want to do another one, but it's 11:49 at night and I need to go to sleep at some point. So, good night, y'all. Love ya. Thanks for hopping on. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're on YouTube. And bye.